Hi there, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Look, I'm calling you guys today to find out some information about this school. I'm a father of six. I have four boys, two girls, one in year seven, two in year nine, and one in year 10. And my twin girls are in year 12, but they're willing to repeat due to some previous school issues.
Right.
Now, someone
Fellow American by the sounds of it.
yeah, just moved up from the Philippines.
Did you?
Actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm from the U.S. originally too.
Okay, that's lovely. Well, I'm new to this town, and someone told me that you guys have single sex education and teach the Catholic faith.
We definitely teach the Catholic faith. The school is not one of the systemic Catholic schools. It's independent because it's an answer to the fact that the true faith hasn't been taught in its fullness in a lot of places. So, can I ask your name, please?
My name is Paul
Yes,
Paul Weatherstone.
Paul Weatherstone.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul. And you have six children.
Yep.
Can I put you on to? Do you want to talk to David, or what can I answer for you?
Well, I just wanted to know how tell me a little bit about your school. That's all.
Okay. Well, we started. This is our how is it? The ninth year? No, it's got to be the eighth year now. It was formed originally an answer, like I say, to the fact that about 97 or 98% of Catholic high school students in Australia were coming out of the Catholic schools and not continuing to practice their faith.
Okay.
That's the statistic. So, based on those statistics, there was a need for something else to happen there to encourage the faith to continue on.
So
So they are separated. They're separate at lunchtime. The boys have their playground. The girls have their playground, and also at break time and things like that.
but whoa, whoa, whoa,
So
whoa. So what about the classroom? Are they separated
the
in the class?
classroom, they're not separated yet because we don't have the numbers to be able to do it.
Oh, I see. Well, someone else mentioned that the boys and the girls are in the same classroom and just sit on opposite sides of the classroom. I assumed that was just a silly joke. I just wanted to clarify that.
Well, in some of the classrooms, that's the case.
Okay, ma'am. That's lovely. So I just wanted to clarify that is the classroom is co-ed then in the
Yes,
classroom.
unfortunately, the classrooms at the moment are co-ed
So you
because we
got
just haven't had enough students to justify paying enough teachers to have separate single sex at the moment.
okay. I see. Well, that bit confused me a lot because I was looking at it and it looked like two separate schools, but they're taught in the same classroom as you were telling me. So it's not
Yeah, well, like I said, the school is only in its eighth year,
in 8 years
and
you haven't got the numbers.
no, that's exactly right. We have about
Wow.
100 students all up from kindy to through to year 12 at the moment. There's about 100 students.
So what exactly happens when in the classroom when they're separate? Are the boys not allowed to speak to the girls and vice versa?
It's not super strict like that in the classroom because in the classroom they're not supposed to be socializing anyway. They're supposed to be learning. When they go to their breaks and their lunches, the boys sit separately from the girls.
Oh, I
Not
see.
that
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
Well, if the boys are allowed to talk to boys and the girls are allowed to talk to girls at recess, don't as Catholics, don't you think that's promoting homosexuality in a way?
No, not at all. When women in convents talk to women in convents and they don't interact with priests in the seminarians in the seminaries, does that encourage that?
Well, in a way, no, it doesn't. But for kids that are not nuns and for boys that are not priests, it kind of does. You know,
Well, it's not so strict that it's discouraged that they interact with them at all. But anyway, why don't I put David on and he can talk to you about it a bit more in depth?
okay, if you would like to put someone a bit more
I would.
intelligent on, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that would be great. So, Paul, I'll just put you on hold for one moment, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
David I'm sure he can articulate it much better.
Okay.
Thanks for your patience. Hold on one moment. God bless.
Hi there, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm well.
Good. I was just speaking to your uh, I don't think she introduced herself, but I was speaking to an American lady just before about questions I
Right.
had about the school. Your secretary clarified a few things, but most of it was still really blurry in my head.
Sure.
Um, she said that you guys are single sex but co-ed in the classrooms.
We're two single-sex schools. We actually, the name of the school, colleges, plural. We consist of boys' college and girls' college.
Yep.
Uh, basically, just like everything else, we are sort of constrained by the resources that we have, as I'm sure you can appreciate. We don't. We just simply cannot fund staffing to deliver curriculum single sex at the moment. So
Well, see, that's what I'm not understanding. I mean, you guys are single sex, but you're co-ed in the classrooms, and your secretary was telling me that you guys just hang on to the fact that you're single sex, and the boys and the girls aren't allowed to speak to each other. Um,
yeah, look, you know what, Paul? I think the best thing for you to do would be to come down and actually sort of have a look for yourself and see exactly how that works, because uh, uh,
I've spoken to a few people about schools, and I've heard a couple of things about this school that I thought was a joke to me when they were trying to explain to me they didn't really understand either. I don't think anybody I've spoken to really understands what you guys are trying to do there. Well, I've driven past a couple of times and seen you guys have a primary school as well.
yeah, we're kindergarten through to year 12.
But
So
what I can't get my head around is that um, that your secretary told me that relationships and friendships are discouraged.
friendships are certainly not, but relationships, that's correct. Yeah, particular friendships. Yeah, the idea of what secular culture calls a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Yeah, for sure.
Can you explain to me why that's in so wrong with you guys?
Well, because we believe that those like traditional Catholic morality would dictate that those relationships are only properly ordered when they're directed and have marriage as their object.
But how are they supposed to grow up and get married if they don't know how to interact with the opposite sex? That's what I'm trying to
Well,
tell you. You can flourish beautiful friendships in school, but if they're not allowed to speak to a girl their entire school life, then that kind of leads to a lot of other wrong things when they grow up.
uh,
My kids have beautiful friends that are of the opposite sex to them, and I've never had any problems. So I'm having trouble
that's very
understanding.
good. We do what we do because of the teachings of the popes that have explicitly condemned uh, basically what is known as co-education. The sort of the
But you guys are breaking that law then because you're doing co-education in the classroom.
that's right, yeah. But what we don't allow is just sort of the unbridled mixing of an indiscriminate mixing of the sexes. And so we're obviously working towards the ideal.
But aren't you teaching the kids the wrong message then? Because what if little Billy asks, or little Timmy from primary school asks, why am I allowed not to speak to Jennifer? I'm not
Well,
understanding.
in the primary school, they are allowed to. It is.
But when they move on to high school, I mean, what if he
That's
asks,
correct. Yeah.
how come I can't be friends with Jennifer? We've been friends.
You can certainly be friends with Jennifer. You ask, speak to Jennifer and arrange for your family to go and visit, and you can spend time outside of school together as families, and you're totally free to do that. At
I
school,
see, but kids spend most of their time at school, and if he learns in the same classroom
yeah,
as Jennifer, it seems a bit, a bit
Well,
delusional, a bit
Paul,
cruel.
I'd put it to you that if Timmy is spending most of his time developing friendships, then school possibly wouldn't be for him because he really should be at school for his education. Yeah, look, Paul, I'll be honest with you, mate. Your argument's not with me; it's with Catholic morality.
Well, does Catholic morality say that if friendships occur, that the wrong thing will happen? You know, if it's condemned, does that mean that?
Well, Catholic morality says that they should be ordered towards marriage, and I doubt that.
But how are you helping that if they're learning at this school to be?
Because a 13 or a 14-year-old's not in a position to get married. Paul, look, I'll be very, very honest with you. If you don't agree with the philosophy or the ethos of the school, you're under no compunction to send your children here.
Well, I'm just trying to understand. You know, you guys call yourselves Catholic, and if you're promoting homosexuality and not being allowed to speak to the opposite sex, I don't really want to send my kids or anyone else's kids.
I'll tell you what, Paul. Well, listen, mate. As long as you're out there promoting what I'm going to interpret from you as being pedophilia and child pornography, I don't want your children to come to my school and poison the children that are here.
What?
Colleges, David.
Yeah, hello. What happened there? I think we got disconnected.
Yeah, I was basically fed up with putting up with your attacks against what the philosophy of the school is about. And I basically
whoa. Just take, David, just...
Listen, Paul, stop. If you want to caricature what I was saying to you as being a promotion of that, I want to caricature what you're saying to me.
Okay, let's just...
Listen, mate, if you don't find that fair, then as far as I'm concerned, you're only on the phone to yank my chain.
No, I'm not. Let's de-escalate the situation.
My door is open.
Let's
de-escalate. You're very
welcome
to come down and have a meeting. But if you're going to sit there and misrepresent what we're about, I'm not interested in wasting my time. It's that simple.
Okay, I understand. Let's just de-escalate the situation. You know, take a chill pill, David. Okay, we're not here to get angry. I just wanted to find out.
I'll tell you what I'm not here for. I'm not here to have somebody misrepresent me and waste my time.
I'm not wasting. You know, I want to learn more. You know, what?
By all means,
you're kind of turning me off right now.
I'll tell you what. The best way for you to do this is to come down and have a meeting.
All right. Well, you need to control that temper, David. I don't really like to be spoken to like that. I wasn't yelling.
I don't really like to be told that I'm promoting homosexuality. So I'll tell you what. Seeing as how you were the first to cross the line, how about you make an oath to me that you're not going to come back to me with rubbish like that, and I'll make an oath to you that I won't lose my temper.
Okay, well, how come, I just have the last question, how come you guys are promoting homosexuality?
Can you make that promise?
Well, I don't know, I just wanted to find out.
Well, I'll tell you what, in that case, if you're going to set the rules for the conversation, I'm going to follow your rules. You can caricature a position, so can I. Your position says you basically set 13-year-olds basically having intercourse with one another. I call that pedophilia.
I never said that.
And I'm not interested in that. Well, I never. Who told you that we're promoting homosexuality? How dare you? How dare you?
Why did you say? What's this got to do with pedophilia?
I've made it very, very clear. If you want to come down and have a cordial meeting, you're very, very welcome. What you may not do, and what I'm not interested in spending my time doing, is having you run down what Catholic morality says should be the ideal for Catholic education.
Okay, well, how come?
That's simple,
what's pedophilia got to do with? How come you had to bring up pedophilia? No, I never said anything about that.
Homosexuality?
Because you guys are telling me that boys are only allowed to talk to boys and girls aren't allowed to.
No, that's not true. No, you're misrepresenting it.
No, because you said that you guys don't like...
We discourage particular friendships.
Exactly. Correct. So what friendships do you allow? You know, homosexual ones?
Thanks, Paul. Bye-bye.
You know, I just wanted to...
Laura speaking.
How are you going there, Laura?
I'm very busy, actually, Paul. Can I take your number, and if you want to make an appointment, I'll get you a chance to have an appointment. But we don't have time to talk about somebody else's ideals.
I was just speaking to David before, and I think we got disconnected, or he got really upset. And
yeah, he's pretty busy. Do you want to make an appointment with him? I'm happy to take an appointment.
I can leave my number, and he can call me back when he cools down, because that's not a very good example he showed about... You know, someone trying to ask Catholic questions and he gets upset when I'm not understanding.
If you want to leave your name and phone number, that's fine. So it's Paul, and it's
Yep, Paul Weatherstone, and my number was I believe it's 25 18 28
251828.
That's correct. You got it.
All right, I'll pass that on to him. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Just pass on a message and tell him to, if he can find a chill pill, tell him to take it.
I'll pass on your message to give him a call.
Okay, thank you very much, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later. I can't get over the fact of how mad he got. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, just chuck it in the comments below. Like and favorite this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content. More prank calls to come, guys. See you later.